Hear the screaming going to begin. There we go. Shh. It's all right, Bear. Never mind him. Ignore him. He causes nothing but problems for you. Stop. Bear. Come on. Bear, now. Come. Good boy. You lay down. No. Come, Bear. Bear, please come. Come. Here. Here. Bear. Shh. Stop. You're going to tear everybody's eardrums out. Stop it. Stop. Shh. You're going to break everybody's eardrums. That's real loud over the speaker. You don't understand any of that, but I wish you did. It's a good boy. That's enough. Come on. No, come on. Have to be patient, people. Wait for the video to load. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, we can shut that off. Leave that one. There we go. There we are. We've got video. We've got sound. Thank you, Joanne. Hello, Sandra, and hello, Charmaine. My goodness, Charmaine. That's really terrible. Hold on one moment, please. Oh, I was hoping my mood would pick up coming in here. Right at the starting gate. Oh my goodness, something heavy. That's okay. That's what we're here for. So just bear with me a moment. Everything runs so slow. You must be in terrible state of shock. It must be a terror. Hello, Marie. How are you? Oh, another Cancerian in the house. How you doing, sister? Get off my neck. Yes, it is, Marie. Yes, it is. You can keep on going if you don't like that idea. You might find somebody out there doing free ones. Same to you. Blessings to you as well. Only good stuff. You're a Cancer also, Charmaine. Oh, my good heavens. Oh, my heavens. Wow. If one whammy wasn't enough, now all this is coming on top of it. I can't even begin to imagine to wrap my head around a situation like that. I really can't. This is terrible. Good heavens. Oh my God, no, I didn't. I'm doing something else on the side that needed to be done. Oh my God, no. Close that. Oh my God. I put that in the wrong place. I gotta delete it. Just bear with me for a moment, please. It's embarrassing. That's not what I asked for. What is... Oh, come on. Oh my God. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. For all of us that don't have fiber opts, we pull our hair out about 10 times a flippin' day because everything runs so friggin' slow. Ow. No, delete, 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 delete. Before people click on it. Come on. No. Just go delete. That's what I want you to do. There we go. Puff, be gone. All right. Where am I now? Oh my God. Where's my program? Where's everybody at? I didn't delete that. Hello, Truth. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I got you guys back. I don't know where you went to. I'm just trying to share this to the group. That's all. We always share live to the group. Because if I don't, then I'll hear about it. God, where's the options? Come on, where are the options? Where's my program? Where's everybody at? There we go. I didn't delete that. There, this is better. Share to group. Hello, Truth. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I got you guys back. I don't know where you went to. I'm just trying to share this to the group. That's all. We always share live to the group. Because if I don't, then I'll hear about it. God, where's the... Oh, I got two of them running. For crying out loud. Where's my program? Where's everybody at? There we go. I didn't delete that. There, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Good. There, this is better. Share to group. Hello, Truth. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I got you guys back. I don't know where you went to. I'm just trying to share this to the group. That's all. We always share live to the group. Because if I don't, then I'll hear about it. God, where's my... Oh, I got two of them running. For crying out loud. My program. Where's I hate shutting my friggin' sound off. I didn't delete that. Shut up. Just pisses me off. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Come on. The wrong window. I don't know how long it's going to take everybody to get used to the new format for doing live streams, but it's all new. Where do I want to go? My videos. I want to see what other one is playing. I don't want it to come up. No. Lord. How many lives is there? There's supposed to be 2 the way it's working, and I'm only seeing 1. Oh, well, as long as you're only hearing me once without that annoying echo. There. You think you may, Wolf? Wolf and kitten mysticism. Yes, we always post the link during the live streams in case there's people in there, and there are some that come in and get readings. So, yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense. Tom. Yeah, yeah, I need a big long. It's not. I woke today and I wasn't feeling well, and it kind of scared me. COVID's starting to climb again in the city of St. John, which is where I have to go tomorrow. It'll be a grocery day for me tomorrow. My oldest son's coming to take me right on. I love going with him, and we'll be fully donned in protection for sure. Because I woke up not feeling well, and I was out a couple places here and there, and I was like, God, did I catch something? But today I checked the numbers for St. John. There's 28 confirmed cases. No death yet, but there's 28 confirmed cases. And I'm going, what? We didn't go through this the first time. You know, and Quebec, they're up to 700, I think it is, and they're our border on our province. We border, the 2 provinces, New Brunswick and Quebec, they border each other. I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. And I figure once I get reading, I'm going to feel even better. But tomorrow, I'm going to be very conscious of, even with gloves on, not going near my face. And I'll have a mask on, so. Okay. It's my streaming software is working fine. This is YouTube I have the trouble with the minute, because I go back in, I check my light stream, it's perfect. It's not updating, it's not blacking out, it's not doing any of those things anymore. The minute I hit YouTube, everything gets really more difficult. So, okay, Tom, no problem. Thank you, Charmaine. Um, where is my? I don't see. Let's see here. Oh, everything's running super slow. Super slow. Yes, I am. I got a cloth one. I don't know what to think about them. A cover's a cover, I guess. But Terry, the son that's coming to take me tomorrow, his girlfriend ordered some, and she got me one anyway. So it'll be me tomorrow. I'd like to have some safety goggles. I would wear them. I would. Because I believe in, airborne germs and whatnot. They can, any orifice, your eyes would be one of them. So, but I got this, and I have the standard surgical masks as well. I have a few of those. I haven't bought an outright box like I did. I've got a big box of gloves, but I'm going to have to invest in a big box of surgical masks. So we're going through it again, and I can't believe it. And I escaped it the first time, but this isn't the time you want to not feel well, because your head automatically goes there. So, but years, and I'm talking 7 years maybe, before COVID was even said or thought of. I learned going into the city, we only went to the city twice a month for groceries. And I always was mindful of doors. If I was wearing this tomorrow, any door I went to, you know what, gloves or not, I would do it. Grab the door with a piece of clothing that I'm wearing, a sleeve or something like this. I've been doing that for about 7 years. And I proved a point. My husband at the time thought I was being paranoid. I said no. And then the minute I come home, I'd scrub my hands really well. Then I put groceries away. I forgot to wash my hands once. And I remembered afterwards, after everything, I went, oh my God, I forgot to wash my hands when I come in the door, and I've touched everything and scrubbed my hands really well. Very next day, started coming down with a real bad cold. And I said, this is because I did not wash my hands. Because nobody had been around my house that had a cold or didn't have a cold. I picked this up in the city, in the grocery store somewhere. So, I proved my point way back then. So me to not touch stuff, it's like second nature to me now. If I'm looking at bananas, how they put them in their stock. If there's loose tomatoes, anything, I stand like this and I go, which one do I want? What looks good and ripe? I don't touch anything. So find what I'm looking for, then I reach out and take it. I try my best to not do that, Really. Masks and gloves, that's correct. Hello, Emily. How are you? How are you, Emily? So, yeah, it's oh my God, what a great day here today. Oh, it was a long, hard. I wasn't feeling well. And when I did get up, it was like a little after 11 a.m. That's unusual for me to sleep like that. And I got up and I looked like hell warmed over. I felt drained and exhausted. I kept waking up all night long and rolling over and restless so my day, I didn't even wake up till it takes me an hour to 2 hours to wake the hell up in the morning. And it was probably 1 o'clock before I finally felt like I was waking up. So I did a bit of housework and a few things like that. But, as the day went on, I started feeling a little better and a little better kind of a thing. I've got one pill into me. That's it. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Anybody traveling now, I think people should really stop and think hard about very active traveling, be it by car, be it by bus, by train, by plane, by ferry. I don't care. Everybody should think, is this a necessary thing? Do I have to go? If you were like Charmaine, and let's say you're in New York City, but you're from the UK, you're from England, you're not going to wait till the last gun's fired. You already know it's coming. They're going to start closing borders down, services down, the whole bit, and you won't be able to. Then travel as fast as you can, like a speed of light before you get caught somewhere or stuck somewhere. One of our residents, he lives a couple miles up the road, probably maybe close to 4 miles, if not 4 miles up the road. And he has a really nice older home. It sits way back in off the lawn. They keep a beautiful lawn. His gardens are to die for. And this house is old. It's probably turned. No, Bear, please don't scream, Bear. Please don't scream. Shh, shh, shh. Quiet. Bear, come. Come, Bear. Here. Good boy. Come here. That's a good boy. You did a good job. No, there's a raccoon. They're back. They're gone for a long time now, and Bear I had an episode here today. Took about 20 years off my life. So, okay, good boy. Lay down. That's a good boy. No more. Shh, shh, shh. Quiet now. Quiet Bear, he's gone, obviously. You scared him. Good boy. Come lay down. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about now. I said enough. Oh, yes, a neighbor up the road. His house has to be turn of the century, if not a little older, and it's all white, and it's all shingled. You know what I mean? It's got black trim, but on the front, it's got a sun porch and set of stairs, but it's a shaded area. What it is it's has an overhang, of course, a roof on it, but right in the front, and this is what I love about it, it has arches that go like this across. They're great big arches that go like that, and they stand right out on this property. Well, this man goes to Miami. He has a cottage there or a home there in Miami, and he goes and spends every winter there. So he left here whenever he left here last year, and he hasn't been back at all. He's stuck down there. He can't get back to Canada. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian too. Just that him and his wife, she's gone now, but they loved Miami, or they had friends or relatives or something there. I don't know, but he got stuck there. He wasn't able. And we drive by, and his place is always so impeccably kept. You drive by now, we look, the grass has to be that high. Grass and weeds everywhere. Does he ever have his work cut out for him? Hopefully he got back. I haven't been up that way. Oh my goodness, when was the last time I went to G? 2 weeks ago. He might be back. Maybe he got back before, So we'll see, or maybe he's going to stay put. Hard to say. But I thought if we had better neighbors, or if he had better neighbors, somebody would have, stood up and maybe mowed his lawn to keep it under control while he was gone. If I was his neighbor and I had a lawnmower, I would have done that I would do that for a neighbor, knowing they're stuck. Common sense, right? So, and I'm not reading yet because I have no requests in the moment, so that's why I'm just filling dead air, you might say. Dead air. Okay. I think I'm going to get a smudge up. I need it, that's for sure. Maybe it'll calm the animals down inside and out. One of my Facebook memories yesterday came up, and it was a picture of me holding my old smudge bowl, and had a smudge, and you could see the flames coming up, and I said something about, I'm putting up a smudge for the world. I hope it's not too late. And it was done 2 years ago. In 2018, that picture and it came up today. So I said, isn't that funny? And somebody says, you're a little late. I said, hey, I was 2 years early. I'm not a little late. So here we go. I'm going to put up a smudge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. COON is back. Can you hear him? Just scare him off again, Bear? Try not to bark, baby, please. Come on, that's loud now. Stop it. And then I got to talk louder to talk through. Stop. Stop. Bear. You're ruining the smudge period here. Shh, shh, shh. Oh. Go into Zen. Bear, that's enough. Yeah, it's a good boy. Come over and lay down now. He's gone. Come on, he's gone. Come on, Bear, come lay down. That's a good boy. Come on. Come lay down by Mummy. Hurry up. Bear. Selenite to keep me grounded. And Lilith to bring forth the messages. To make clarity. Some for you guys. For my head. For my heart. For my intuition. My soul. There we go. All right. Okay, Charmaine. My God. Yeah, it was a really super gray day here today. It was hard to, I don't know, nothing seemed to feel good about the day and it being Monday. They've been calling for torrential rains starting today into tomorrow, into Wednesday and Thursday, with Friday maybe clearing up. We're supposed to get over 100 millimeters of rain overall, and it sprinkled a bit ago. That's all it's done all day. So, and when you get gray that bad, it's like rained. It's not even if it was a dark overcast, I can handle that because it's kind of exciting because you don't, something's coming, but you don't know. But when it's that dull, deep gray, it's not dark. It's just a deep gray. Yuck. Hurry up and rain, snow even, do something, you know. I get people asking me, oh my God, are you doing mini readings? I've got questions. Are you doing mini, the nights that I don't, someone messaged me 11 o'clock at night going, are you going to do mini readings tonight? Not this time of night, I'm not. And then when I'm here, many nights are like this, very slow. Yeah, I know, yuck, snow, but geez, when it gets gray like that, I just wish it would do something, It would be good. I don't think we're going to get much snow in my neck of the woods this year at all, which I'm really happy about. This is the Maritimes. We're known for crazy, harsh weather. And last year, I worked mentally and psychically really, really hard at pushing the jet stream higher up above our area of the country so that we got very little in the way of winter weather, and we did. It was quite the open weather. Say, shh, shh, shh. Please, Bear, come here. Bear. I'll shut the outside light out. Maybe he won't see the C-O-N. He knows that word. I can't say it because he'll start screaming. But I'll shut out the outside light. And that other fur ball decides to come up onto the deck. Maybe the dog won't see him. Because it's pretty black out there without any lights. There. I'm going to give this. Let me see how many minutes have I been. Shame, too, because I didn't have any trouble getting connected tonight. Not really. I've been here 30 minutes, 59, 31 minutes. There we go. I won't wait too much longer because this may not be a good night. If it's not a good night, I got things I could do around the house and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. I hate the fact that everything's going to be closing back down again because it certainly will be. That's inconvenient. You know what? I'm going to pull a card for myself for tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull a card. What's my day like tomorrow? This is for me. What is my day going to be like tomorrow? I don't normally read for myself. Four of Pentacles and security. It's a nice card to get. I don't know where it's not going to be financial security, I'll tell you that. At all. Not at all. Every penny's accounted for. Bills, the whole bit. The only bills I have are living bills. I don't have a car bill to pay or insurance and things like that. So there's the good side of not having a vehicle. But to have mobility like that, most people are willing to pay whatever it takes to have that and to keep it. Especially people like me living way out in the boonies, you might say. So it's not the way it works, Charmaine. People, I don't know what you're saying about being online and being on PayPal. PayPal is online. It's part of our online programs. It's automatic. You just bring it up. So I don't quite know, but you don't pay after you've gotten your question. If it did that, then everybody would say, well, I wasn't happy with that, but thanks, see ya, and they would just go. And I would have spent 15 minutes or 20 minutes on a card explaining things to them, and for them to just, they don't have to say a word, they go, thanks, bye, and leave. It doesn't work that way. So, but let me see, the Four of Pentacles I got, with the generic meaning here, this is the security card of tarot. Well, I'll take that any way I can get it. It's whatever security would mean, right? It says, my finances are on track. Oh, really? And work and relationships are happy and stable. That would be friendships. You're able to provide and care for others. Overall, you've reached a point at which you can sit back a while. None of this is true unless there's a miracle before tomorrow. Appreciate the strong foundation you built. However, because this security has been a hard one, you may resist positive change. And the advice, enjoy this period of calm and order, but stay open to new possibilities as well. Keep looking for new ways to expand your empire. Keyword stability, finances, property, protection, balance, order, and foundations. I don't see, I'm counting pennies. Okay, when I go out to do groceries, everything gets added up because I have to. I've had times in the past, like this time last year, oh my God. I didn't add anything up. I just got whatever caught my eye, whatever I wanted, it didn't matter. Because I worked real hard and I saved a lot of money. And I had, at any given time, I had 2 weeks and sometimes more. The waiting list for private readings, I had my book and my book, double pages, 4 of them at all times. I would say there's 3 done today. And before the morning rolled around, there were 3 to 4 more new requests. I mean, it was like this. So money wasn't an extreme issue. My bills were all paid. I even paid some of them ahead of time, a month or 2 ahead of time. So I get a bill and it would say, do not pay, you know, this sort of a thing. That's what I call security. And security doesn't come for nothing. We have to have some kind of input to deserve that. There's the balance, there's the giving and the receiving. So unless somebody's going to drop a bag of money on me, no, I'll be frustrated tomorrow. I can't see me feeling secure. I'll be feeling frustrated, like, oh, I hate counting pennies. I spent my whole life counting pennies. I'm sick of it now. Give me a break. So, you know, yeah, we don't do freebies here. The only freebies I do are for the moderators. That's it. And we have no moderators in here tonight, but I still got the keys. I still have the keys, so, but that's about the only time. I used to, thank you very much. I'm just waiting for it to show up. Thank you. That's fine. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm just waiting for, I've got my email will tell me, see, if the systems are running slow, it's going to take a minute. Or PayPal gives me my list, and there has been no dinging on either one of them. There's no red lights telling me anything's there yet. Again, I can't keep 2 conversations going at once in my head. So that thing's back again. Can hear it out there. The DOG hasn't, though. Keep it that way. Some nights a tea just hits the spot like a good drink. But it's tea. That's why we use a thermos cup. Keeps it hot. I'm here for 3 hours. Keeps it hot for 3 hours. Boys, everything's running slow. I still have no notification that anybody's put a reading in. Come on. We haven't had a night like this in a while, but I'm starting to miss the nights where I would come in and I wouldn't even be ready and it'd be ding, ding, ding. There'd be 4 or 5 people before I even got started. And it would go like that, 18, 19 readings until we hit the 3-hour mark and then we'd shut her down. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There you are, Charmaine Felode. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful donation. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay, are you here, Charmaine, so I can do your question? After all that, to have her start lagging or disappear would not be good. This is for Charmaine Felode. What specifically did you want to know about your ex-boyfriend? What was it that you wanted to know specifically? Charmaine's boyfriend was murdered a week ago. To bring forth anything that needs to be known on that for her. What do you want to know about specifically, Charmaine? I mean, you wanted to know if he loved you. I got that. Is that the only question you have? I think she's lagging a bit. She wasn't, but now she is. Doesn't that figure? Just to add anything to slow the night down. No, I have it. I'm not questioning your money. It's your question. I think you're lagging. What you need to do is you need to leave the chat and come right back in again. And when you do, you'll be on even keel with me. I received your payment. It's fine. Hi, Mary Jane. I'm glad to see you here. Oh my goodness. How you doing? You having coffee, are ya? I got my tea. Charmaine, I believe you're lagging, and you're lagging by a few minutes. It seems long. And you need to leave the chat and come right back in again. Guess what? How was your day, Mary Jane? I'll talk to you while we're waiting for Charmaine to post her question. She's lagging, so it's going to take a bit. I don't know what she's saying yes to, but... I wonder how COVID's doing down your way, Mary Jane. And I live rural, but within the city, they had 28 new cases confirmed today. Just like that. Just like that. And it's a little unnerving. The province of Quebec, which borders on New Brunswick, where I'm at, they've got over 700 confirmed cases. It's scary stuff. They said the second wave would be worse. If their stats are true, it's 100 times worse. So, hi T, there you go. Did he love me? He was killed. All right. So to continue on with your question, Charmaine. All right. Charmaine's asking if her ex-boyfriend loved her. He was killed on Friday night, just a few nights back, really. And she's asking, did he love me? Did he love her? And now she's feeling lost because she found out about other women that he was involved with. I guess we'll put it politely. Did Charmaine's ex-boyfriend love her? He was murdered Friday evening. What's the most important question to you, Charmaine? Did he love you, or will you find a new love? What's the most important question? that you want to know an answer to? Is it your second question? Will I find a new love? Or is it the first question? Did your ex-boyfriend, did he love you? Which one? Oh, this is painful. It's a good thing it's not busy, I guess. I can't lay a bunch of questions on one card from tarot. It's got to be one question per card. That's why we'll end up with a card that makes like no sense at all because it doesn't know which direction you want it to go in, kind of a thing. Again, Charmaine, you're lagging. You need to leave the chat completely. Walk right out, X right out of it, and then come right back in again. You're lagging. It means you're a couple minutes behind me. So when you hear my voice, I said it a couple minutes ago. It's not real time, and it's supposed to be real time. You need to leave the chat and come back in. All right, you're asking, you wanted to know, did he love you? Okay. Did Charmaine's boyfriend love her? He was murdered and died on Friday evening. That's such a sad thing. Gosh almighty. Did he love her? Despite everything, did he love her? I'm going to cut the deck right here. Good, Charmaine. I'm glad you're back. You had to go and come back too, Mary Jane? Good. I'm glad you're back. Oh my goodness. Now, what would this mean? Help me out here, Spirit. What I pulled for you was the Two of Swords. It shows you're at a crossroads here. There's a direction you must choose, one way or the other. Kind of a thing to go in your life now. You've got a decision that you have to make. Probably more than one, probably several decisions. One thing that's for sure you don't have to decide on is, are you getting back together with him? Absolutely not, because that's impossible at this point. Spiritually, you'd be able to get back together with him in that way. You can hold him close to your heart. And if it's true blue, you'll feel him. You'll feel him right back. Your answer will be questioned. Your question will be answered, I should say. But you have to make some choices and decisions now. And you're like this, in a forked road, and you're standing in the middle. You're going, which way do I go? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Which way do I go? There's some things that you need to think over. Very serious decisions for yourself. Your internet's sucky tonight? Oh, Mary Jane, I feel for you. You know I mean that when I say that. I feel for you. I know what it's like. I got on easy again tonight, though. I didn't sit here for an hour. I was very surprised. It shocked me again. Okay. Okay, Charmaine. You are at a crossroads, and there is a decision that has to be made. The two crossed swords signify tension and indecision. Locked in conflict, neither side can really win, because their power between the swords, it's equal. They're both the same. The situation may not even be of your own making, and it wasn't. Your boyfriend was murdered. You had nothing to do with that. But just the same, your perspective could be blocked. Or there's an obvious clue that you're not seeing that's yet to reveal itself to you. The advice, give your brain a break. Give your focus something else to focus on. Try to shut that part of you off momentarily. It's like a rejuvenation so you can recharge and come back to these decisions and choices that you have to make. You'll have a more clearer sight of things if you give yourself a break. Because if you look too long at something, you go blind. You don't see the things that are obvious. There could be a clue that you're missing to help you go in one direction or the other. But you need to take a fresh angle. Any action that you take, any decision that you make is way better than making none at all. You cannot just sit and do none at all. You've got to pick one or the other. It's for your own good. This is also a really, because you're in that mindset, you're like saying, I've got to pick something, I've got to do something here. That brings forth the fact that you're willing and open to doing something, brings forth an opportunity for you that's going to give you a breakthrough. When it comes to the way you think, it's going to give you a breakthrough. The answer will be clear for you, which way you're going to go. Keywords are doubt, uncertainty, stalemate, indecision, being stuck, disconnection, and blocks. You know? Now, I'm going to ask Lilith here, straight up. I'll get you straight yes or no. But the card is basically, Spirit is seeing what you're about to go through, and part of that is you're going to try to go on with your life. You've got no choice. You're still alive. So, and there's especially between two things, you're going to find yourself, well, these are good things, these two things, but which one do I take advantage of? Which one do I grab and hold on to? Which one do I follow through with, right? But I'm going to ask Lilith for you. All right, I'm going to bring the camera down. Okay. I'm going to ask Lilith. This is still within the one card parameter. For Charmaine, her ex-boyfriend was killed on Friday. He was murdered, had his life taken away. And Charmaine's wondering, did he truly love her? Did Charmaine's boyfriend, did he truly, truly love her? Did he feel love for her? She's saying yes, he loved you. Were there other women that he was involved with at the same time as Charmaine? Were there other women he was involved with at the same time as Charmaine? Did he love them the way that he loved her? Did he? No, he didn't look. So the one that he loved the most was Charmaine? Was the one that he loved the most Charmaine? Yes. All right, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to upset. All right, so we'll stop it there before it says any more. So Charmaine, there's your answer. If it makes your heart feel at peace, he did love you. Yes, he was involved with other women at the same time. He was involved with you, but he did not love them the way that he loved you. And that's what it comes down to. And with the Two of Swords, you've got a decision you're going to have to make one way or the other. You taking the left road or you taking the right road? This kind of a thing. So I hope that satisfies. I do. You poor, poor girl. I feel badly for you. I truly, truly do. It's going to take you a while to adjust to this new way of living without him in it. I'm feeling there was a part of him that was a little on the immature side, and that's why he messed around with other women. He figured what you didn't know wasn't going to hurt you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, that's the way he's seen it. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. In the meantime, I can have fun as long as she doesn't find out. So, oh my gosh, there's other people here. Hello, Mary Jane. And Susan, you're after Mary Jane. You're after Mary Jane. Okay, Mary Jane, you're asking, Spirit, am I on the right path with the classes and the store? Am I on the right path with the classes and the store? Okay, we're going to get that up. And yes, truth, Susan, you're going to be after her, or after Mary Jane, okay? Mary Jane, just to keep a good energy going. We're going to put up some more of a smudge. I'm going to hit another dollar store tomorrow and see if they have any wooden bowls. And if they do, I'm going to put the mother of all smudges up that I haven't been able to in a long time. I'm going to smudge these as well. Now that's better than the first one that they got. I want these cleansed, please. This is for Mary Jane. This next reading's for Mary Jane. Thank you, thank you. I'll give Lilith a little bit of a kick, too. She could use a little more. This smudge is burning better than the first one did. That's good. I like it, because I get to sit here and smell it. There we go. And we'll let that burn. I just felt compelled to do that because of you, Mary Jane. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Come on. Bring it back. Okay, Mary Jane's asking, am I on the right path with the classes and the store? Am I on the right path with the classes and the store? We could focus in on these questions for Mary Jane. Is she on the right track? Is she on the right track? This is for Mary Jane. Please bring forth whatever's going to give her direction and help if she needs it. Is Mary Jane on the right path with the classes and the store? Is she on the correct path? All right, I'm going to cut right here, Mary Jane. Come on. Lucky shot. Okay. I've gotten the High Priest here. It's the card that I've gotten for you. Good thing, Susan. You just hold on. Yeah. That's good, Mary Jane. Good. Good idea. So it's not a bad card. He's also known as the teacher card of the tarot. All right? And he's got a foot in each world. He's got a foot in our world, the world of what they call man, right? And the other foot, there's a portal, and he stands in the center. And like I say, half of him is in this world. The other half is in the metaphysical world, the other dimension, where all the magic happens. But there's nothing more real than the other dimension. It's more real than real life is. And he's a teacher card, as I said. He's all about teaching. Not only that, he wants to give you wisdom. He has his right hand is extended to you. I'm here to help. Take my help. Here's my hand. I'm here to help, is what he's saying. One moment. Major Arcana at that. He's a good card. He's a card that's very reassuring most times when you get him. I'm hearing right off, Mary Jane, you are not doing this alone. You're not walking through this alone. You've got company, and they're chilling and hanging with you all the time, you might say. For the generic side, Orthodox religion, marriage, and ceremonies. And wisdom and powerful leadership are the gifts of the high priest. This is a man of learning, so the energy is all about learning. The high priest is suggesting that education may be an option for you now, and he also predicts unity in two ways: in your mind, body, and soul, so that you feel connected to your intuition and close to your guides. And secondly, he represents the unity of two people as they come together as one. And another meaning of the card is convention and tradition. But if this isn't for you, you might feel restricted by another's traditional beliefs. The advice of the card: you're to listen to your own inner wisdom, because that's going to be what guides you toward a new educational path, even a new belief, or just a new teacher, a new way of learning something. Keywords are education, traditional beliefs, ceremony, unity, marriage, values, and authority. Also, keep your feet firmly on the ground. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real. This is the card. It's beautiful, and artistically, it's my favorite. I love the colors in this. But not everything is going to be as it appears to be. There's the message right there. So don't become disillusioned. Don't be taken in by illusions. Stick with the reality, the day-to-day, even if it's mundane. But keep your feet on the ground, in the here, in the now. N-O-W, now is very important. Being in your now, wherever you're at. When you remember to do it, you stop what you're doing and you focus on everything going on around you. You absorb it. You listen. You wait. That in itself, the fact that you're in a now moment, that can become something very, very powerful as well. You'll see a shift of some kind. You'll see something unfold that you were sure wasn't going to unfold. You're going to be seeing some magic, basically, with this card. You just have to be very, 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 very careful to not fall under any illusions whatsoever during the next few days. Anyway, you gotta keep things real. The moon, in essence, is basically watching what it is that you see, and you need to ask yourself if you're able to see beyond illusion. If doubt and confusion threaten to come in and overwhelm you, and you say, I don't want to be overwhelmed, am I seeing the real thing? Is this the real deal? A situation or even a relationship could seem appealing under the romantic light of the moon, but will it stand the test of time? Your intuition may be telling you everything is not as it seems. Another meaning of the card is that hidden fears and old memories surface as you work through an emotional block. And the advice: you give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answers. Pay attention to its messages through your feelings and your dreams. Right now, don't lean too heavy on logical approaches to a problem. Ask the universe to intervene and to guide you. Keywords: the unconscious and doubt, decisions, dilemmas, sadness, the past, and fear. You're where you belong. That's really good. Everything is a test. Nothing is as it seems. And must pay attention. You're darn right, and that's not always easy to do. We're creatures that can get distracted quite easily, kind of thing. But know that the number sevens, more than one, are on your side. And sevens represent good possibilities for things to go your way, to go either way, kind of thing. With sevens, because they represent all things possible. And one of my favorite sayings is, some things in life may seem improbable. Things that we want to happen. But as improbable as some things may sound, we have to tell ourselves over and over again, nothing's impossible. Improbable, yes, doesn't mean impossible. There's the thing. You're going to have some choices. You are not going to be pigeonholed. You're not going to be cornered into any area of your life. You're not going to have your back put up against the wall, because there's going to be a lot of choices around you that are going to be available to you right now. You just need to say to yourself, which one do I focus on? To be aware of that. But at this point, even when you're looking for facts on an opportunity, you may find them scarce. That may be a bit of a challenge. And your head automatically wants to make impressions and assumptions. Well, if that plus that equals that, then this must be the way thing. That must, and you can't assume anything. All right. Danger lies for you in falling for a fantasy. And that's a danger if you do. It's not going to kill you or upset your life, but it'll make you stumble. It'll hold things up a bit. You have to wait until you have more of a strong sense of what is real for you, and know the difference between realizing what is real or you're idealizing something or situation because it fires your imagination. Anything that fires our imagination is where we want to go. That's human nature. Well, when that runs through my head, my heart races. I feel myself flush. I can't wait. It's exciting, just the very thought. And then you say, but that sounds too easy. That sounds too good to be true. That's where your logic's kicking in, whether you want to hear it or not. Whether it's meant to be there or not, your intuition will tell you, is this what I just want to see? Or is this actuality? You'll have to know the difference, and you will know the difference. Pay attention to your dreams and visions during this time as well. And rather than rush toward one option, stand back for a little while and wait and see what's going to manifest. Let it speak for itself. Any situation that you're looking about getting involved in, touching base with, just getting into, adopting, just make sure you sit back for a few minutes and you watch as things play themselves out so you know what you're going to be facing. Fantasy, confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, vision, and passion. I'm also going to pull for you a mermaid oracle, all right? I don't know if any of what the cards are saying is helping you or not. I'm gonna find out though. We're gonna get a yes or a no here in a moment. What else is going on for Mary Jane, please, and thank you, mermaids. What else is going on for Mary Jane that she may need a heads up about or some insight on? These cards I find are more about inner journeys and insights into self. That's what I find they are. Sometimes they really do hit home. There we go. Now I'm going to cut. And here we go. Whoops. There we go. The crane bag. Sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, and choice. All right. This is card number 35. So let's see here. 35. Oh, wrong book. We'll never find it in that one. 35. 36. 35. That's it. Hi, Kat. Welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Yes, these are paid readings. Whether you want to take part or not, it's up to you. It's no big sweat for me to post the links. If you're anywhere on the planet, you use PayPal. If you're within Canada, use the Canadian banking e-transfer system by using my email. So you just go to PayPal. You don't have to be a member to send anything. It's all self-explanatory, Kat, in the title of the stream. If you read the title, it tells you, and I don't have to repeat myself. Crane bags, Mary Jane, hold great healing and energetic power. It may be time to begin to look out for the sacred ingredients, which will make your crane bag sing its magic. It's time to go through wardrobes, bags, cupboards, and all those places where you hold objects that may or may not be empowering and even dispowering you. It's time to clear and consider what it is that is aligned with who you are and at a soul level. And what is that? Is that it's actually truly representative of you. Some objects may need to go or be redistributed and recycled. Everything has beauty and purpose, but some may no longer be in energetic alignment, a good match for you in your beautiful soul. You may also feel that some other symbols and items may need to be brought in. Begin to see the world as a living crane bag. The people, the creatures, the objects, even your car, home, and yes, your bag, all hold energy and power. From your pockets to your purse, go through everything and know what you are holding energetically, then shift it, realign it. Feel the ease that comes with this very action. All right. Let me ask Lilith about, we'll get a yes or a no here, all right? We'll get a yes or a no. Bear with me for a moment. Okay. I'm going to bring the camera down. Still within the parameters, Lilith, Spirit, of Mary Jane's card. She's wondering, is she on the right track with classes and her business? Is she on the right track with both? Is she on the right track? Is she at the right place that she wants to be in her life right now? So classes and business she's where she's supposed to be. She's doing well. She's in comfort. She's saying, yes, you are. You're on the right track, Mary Jane. You're headed in the right direction. You're making all the right moves, decisions, and choices as well. Believe in that light-airedness that you feel within, so things don't weigh down on you. Just take every little thing as it comes and you deal with it the way it's supposed to be dealt with, and you're going to be fine. There we go. And you're going to stay on the track that you're on for quite a while. I don't see you going off at all. So, wow. That's great, Mary Jane. It's a good reading. All the, your cards were pretty good. So, okay, Susan, you're next. And if I'm not mistaken, Susan had a question in her notes. I just have to look again to see. I wish I could shut that. Do you want to add your phone, mobile phone number? No. Oh my God, no. No, not now. No, not now. I don't have a mobile phone number. There's no way to shut it off, of course. Okay, I'm going to take Susan. After Susan is going to be Emily Martin. So, Emily, you hold tight. You're right after Susan. I'm doing Susan's right now. Is my ass Brian going to try to come back to me? I had a dream earlier. Share that he will. Well, interesting. Interesting. Susan. Yes, clean house. Yes. Yes. I know the feeling, my dear. Look, I look at stuff and I never used to be like that. I used to be kind of a picky house cleaner. I'd clean every Friday. I still do that almost faithfully. I have for years, decades. Friday was my cleaning day, and I would go and I don't know, it would take me probably half a day to do this now. I've got so many wall hangings, pictures and portraits and paintings and stuff and other things, lanterns, glass ones that hang on the wall, this sort of a thing. But every Friday, all that stuff would come down off. And there I'd be with my cleaning supplies and my paper towels and my soft cloths. And I'd do everything that was hanging on the walls. I'd do them every week. I would start there and do that first. And then I would do the dusting and then eventually the vacuuming, and then I go back with a brush and kind of dust over everything again, because sometimes a vacuum cleaner will put up a bit of a dust. But I was very particular. Even the way I put my laundry away, I had a lot of towels, face cloths, hand towels, this sort of thing. I go into the cabinet, and all my new fresh towels would go in the back of the towels that were sitting there. You know what I mean? So that they constantly got regular use. It was always circulating them. So, and now tell me to clean out stuff. And I was reminded of that if certain things aren't growing or changing in your life in your favor, you got to get rid of some old things because they hold the energy of your past. That can be a little difficult to deal with. But this question is for Susan. She's asking if Brian is going to come back into her life again. Where are we at here? That's her ex. Is he going to try to come back to her? She had a dream earlier this year that he did, or he will. So what's going on for Susan? This is a concern of her ex, whose name is Brian. And is he going to try to come back to her, to come back into her life and be a part of her life? She had a dream earlier this year that said he would. Come on, baby. Is Brian coming back into Susan's life again? That is the question. One more time, okay? One more time. Is Susan's ex Brian coming back into her life again? Is he going to try to get back into her life again? She had a dream that said he will. I'm going to cut right here. Oh my goodness, what on earth? What? What does that have? And that's no better. We're going to have to turn to Lilith eventually here. I don't like this. You got the Tower, Susan. I'll just break it to you gently. You got the Tower by being direct. Let's get past it. So, okay, you're back. All right. You've got him blocked everywhere. Well, you can see the Tower, and you probably already know it. This is in the Rider-Waite deck. It's a literal tower that's crumbling, falling forward, being hit by lightning. There's fire coming out the windows, people jumping out the windows. And then we have here within the oceanic, because it's ocean-based, we have a ship caught in the perfect storm. All right. This shows that you're probably going to go through something that isn't your fault, or you're going through it now. Something that happened that wasn't even your doing, wasn't your fault, but you were in the line of fire, you might say. Okay. Oh my goodness. Bear with me. It's warm in here. Excuse me. Oh, we're coming up to another little heat wave soon, too, they're saying. Very, very high temperatures. It's going to be hot. After the rain, I would imagine. The Tower Destruction is the common prompt at the bottom of this card on this. It's not altogether a bad card. The big picture of what destruction brings is not a bad, it's not 100% complete bad. It's already happened. All right. That's good to know. That kind of helps along too. Major Arcana. So this is something that's got your attention. Absolutely has. It's gotten your attention. There's no getting around it. It shows unstable ground, as in a metaphor. Life a little shaky and unstable. What you thought was certain turned out to not be certain at all. When the tower falls, and you're saying this has already happened, well, it shows you're feeling your world collapsing around you. Lightning strikes. Those are shocks. It's a metaphor for shocks coming at you, things you don't see coming. And there is little you can do even about that other than accept the chaos and the change that it brings. As I said, this is a disaster, but it's not your fault. You didn't ask for this at all, Susan. Tarot and Spirit are giving you a huge grace period here, saying it's not your fault. You may be in shock, or you could have been in shock in the beginning, but this event, if it hasn't happened yet, it's a breakthrough for you. You're going to be given a chance to see the world in a very different way. Also, the card may be signifying issues with property and challenges to your security. You could be feeling a little vulnerable financially, and maybe as far as relationships, feeling a little vulnerable now. Here's the advice. Here's the advice. I'm going to pull you a mermaid card as well. Here's what you need to do. You need to open up, let it all go, and surrender to the universe. You need to give up complete control of trying to control everything to happen a certain way. What you need to do is you need to begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. You now have the freedom to start over, and that's how you need to look at your situation, is the freedom to do whatever you want at this point. And despite everything that's fallen, you've built a strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever's fallen in your life. You can straighten that pole out. You can straighten up that hut. You can straighten up those beams. You can put everything into place just the way you want things to be put into place. Keywords are breakdown and endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough. Then there's beginnings and enlightenment. You're not coming through this a fool. You're learning. There are learning curves here for you. And they're going to be your best friends. The lessons that you've learned are going to be your best friends. They really are. Very quickly, I'm going to ask Lilith outright if he's going to try to come back into your life. Let's see. Still within the parameters of Susan's one-card reading. Is her ex, Brian, going to try to get back into her life? Is he going to try to get back into her life? Is Brian going to make an attempt to get back into her life? She's saying no. He's not. Is he gone now? Is he past? Is he history? Has something or someone else gotten his attention, distracting it from Susan? She's going to be okay. Absolutely. This is a firm no. This is a beautiful no, actually. So you're lucky there. Thank you so much, Lilith. Thank you, Spirit. Now I just want to pull a mermaid card here for you as well. All right. He's not the most stable. Okay. Don't do anything. Don't make any changes. Leave things as they are. You blocked him. You've done everything you could. So, and that was a happy no for you. That was perfect. Perfect no. He's not coming back into your life. What messages? Are there any messages that Susan needs to know? Does she need to hear about? Are there any messages for Susan? Anything, mermaids, that'll enlighten and help her along and be an aid to her? I'm going to cut right here. Vulnerability. Open your heart and allow yourself to be tender. So don't let it make it hard. Don't let this situation make you hard or to numb you or shows you holding back. or letting opportunities just float by without taking advantage of or even showing any attention to. All right? You don't let what experience with another human being and what happened to you don't let that stop the rest of your life, because what you're doing is you're giving Brian all that power. That's a lot of power to give away. Don't want to be doing that. Card 39. There it is. All right. So here's your card. We all need and crave a sense of belonging. It is deep and it is primal, and it's at the very core of our survival instincts. For in tribal days, if we were outcast and we were either left as food for the sharks or we became strong and wise in our hermitage. These challenges and hero journeys within the challenges and hero journeys within are our key to inner strength and a sense of belonging to all that is. And yet, what makes this heroic, what makes this beautiful, is that we can be deeply hurt as much by our communication with others as by our distance from them. At this time, you're being asked to open up, display your wounds after a time, building trust, and share the vulnerabilities that are within. You are strong and you are a survivor, but fragile too. Deep, intimate connection can only be created by deeply understanding who we are, what we reject and dislike about ourselves, and bringing home and nurturing back to health for which we have forced away. This can require therapy, counseling, and deep vulnerability. The power of this vulnerability is that you break through into freedom, into self-love, and attract others with your open heart. It may return from time to time. It is often a theme in our lives. So there you go. He's not coming back. That's the main thing. And the other stuff was just about helping you move through it and leaving it behind. Yes, and you need to open it back up again. That's a need. If you want that part of your life to continue to thrive and to grow and produce, you might say. The next one I know was Emily. One moment, Emily, I get you up here. But yeah, Susan, so, I heard from somebody one time. It's an older woman. She's an elderly woman in her 80s. And she said, when you dream, um, for instance, she dreamt one of her grandsons had drowned. There was only him and the brother in the family, two boys in the family. And she said, it's not him, it's his brother. That's who's going to drown. And you know what? That's who drowned. She said, it's always the opposite of what you think. There was truth in that moment, and I've seen it happen over the years, not every time, and even when I dream of a certain person and something happening, I go, who's the opposite of them? That's the first place my head goes to. Strange as it may seem, it really is. Come on, be so slow. Okay. You're welcome, Susan. Emily, your turn, my dear. It's your turn. It's your turn, Emily. Strange. Good thing I have PayPal open. My mail's not working. I'm not getting any mail at all, and I should be. Emily, are you still here? Hi, Emily. Okay. Yeah, I'd say she's lagging too. Emily says she's been working really hard trying to stay positive. I wish there was a magic button I could hit to say bring up the speed to whoever was lagging would be nice. Wondering what's coming towards me next. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here we go. This is for Emily Martin. Emily's trying to do everything right. She's trying to stay positive with whatever is going on in her life. And she's just asking, hey, could I at least have a heads up so I can be prepared for whatever's coming next in my life? Well, she works at being positive. You know, when your current world, your world that is around you, the world you literally find yourself in, and things are rocky and rough, here's what I say to that. If you can get a hold of your sanity for 2 minutes to convince yourself, stop thinking about all the stuff going on around you and the people and the fallout and the this and the that and directions and trails, and stop. Put yourself in the now, right in this second, in this present, in this moment. It's a powerful place to be. And what you do, I'll do. I'll do it for you. I'm in my now. I hear the sound of my own voice. I see my image reflecting back. I see people chatting on the side. That's what my eyes are taking in. I feel very warm. I'm too warm. I could use a bit of a breeze. There is no breeze. Taking note of that. What do I hear? I hear drip, drip, drip. Raindrops dripping off the house. It's not raining. This is stuff from earlier still dripping off the house. There's a surf up. I hear the surf. I can smell the cleanliness of the air here. Yes, even though I just smoked a cigarette, the air that I can, it's very light, it's very caring. My back's hurting a little bit. I took a pill for that, hoping it's going to help. My DOG is asleep. That's good. My tea is very, very, very warm and very delicious. I check out the time. Do I feel the time of the day? Yes, I'm feeling the time of the day. How am I feeling in this moment? So I check within myself. These are the now. If I heard a car door close up, I would take that in. If I could hear a breeze blowing through the leaves in the trees, that would be part of what I take in, kind of a thing. The only uncomfortable thing is where my back bothers me, and it's warm. It's a warm evening here, and I'm not complaining. I'm acknowledging this is my now. I feel hopeful. I don't know why, but I feel rather hopeful in this now. That there's always something better around the corner. There's always something good coming. Look, if the negative and the bad can come at you, what makes you block out the good and say it's all bad, it's all bad? You don't do that. You go, there's a little bad, it's a little off, there's a little unbalanced. But good reigns supreme in my life. The goodness of life reigns supreme. And that's what you have to think about. That's where you have to focus. All right, that's important. Yes, I've got other problems and there's things I need to do and things I need, but not in this moment. There's not. In this moment, I'm shuffling. In this moment, someone's asking me questions to present a tarot at this moment. In this moment, all is good. All is good in this very moment. And the more endangered your peace feels like you're going to lose it or you're having a hard time finding it, the more energy you're giving it. That's all you're doing. You're feeding it. And it's a negative thing. So it's like most things. If you try too hard, nothing's going to happen. This has to be more natural. It has to follow a course of plan. So you start with the now, and then everything else will fall into place after that. Most things will fall into place for you. That will change your mood, where your headspace is. It'll leave you feeling a little more enlightened maybe than what you do in the moment. These are the things and the concerns that Emily Martin has. Good for you. Good for you. That's really good. Okay. Thank you for getting up to date, too, by logging back out and in again. That's great. That's wonderful. You must know how that works when you see the word lag across the screen. Yeah, that's good. Really good. But it just has to be a natural progression. I don't know, I'm feeling like don't wear yourself out and knock yourself out trying to keep positive. That's kind of self-defeating. It has to be natural. There has to be a nice, warm, even, easy flow to what's going on. We can't force these things. If we're feeling the feeling of force, that's a negativity because we're forcing it. We were wanting it. We're working hard at staying positive, and hard work isn't always something positive. It can be a drudgery. It can be a heartbreak. You say, I'm working so hard at it. You just do it. You just do it. You get into the now. Get into your own now. You do that as much as you want, whenever you want. What a powerful place to be. You should see a difference. If you're doing it right, there should be a change. Something will come to you and it'll get your attention, and you'll be saying, oh my God, I've done it. Oh my God. Whoa. And I didn't even do anything other than try to stay in the now. It's impossible to do every minute of the day because you're in the world, right? I'm going to cut the deck here. What's coming Emily's way? Here we go. Well, what is this now? What is it we've got here? Well, not as bad as what it seems. The card that I pulled for you is the Knight of Swords. He represents drama. You got drama going on in your life? Emily, do you have drama going on in your life? Hi, Sweet Trading Company. That's what we got. The Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords right now in this moment tonight in your reading, in this spread, is this Knight is not putting up with any bull baloney. He's just not going to do it. Not going to happen. He's going to get down to business and get down to business quickly. He really is. The action-driven Knight is in the troublesome suit of swords, and it brings a whirlwind of drama, confrontations, unexpected blocks, disruptions to plans, and in a relationship, insecurity and arguments could prevail. You could have a fight on your hands, and there's going to be little that you can do about it, little that you can do to avoid the upheaval that it might bring. On the plus side, you're going to know exactly with what and with whom you are dealing with. They're going to show their true colors. This hasn't happened yet. It's coming. The advice. Avoid being drawn into drama more than is necessary. Try not to take the setback personally. This is somebody else's fight even. It's not even yours. So don't take it personally. But don't put yourself in the center and in the heart of it all either. Stand off to the sidelines. Be uninvolved. You can witness, but don't get pulled in. All right? Keywords: battles and confrontation, stress, unstoppable force, manipulation. And on somebody's part, there could be immaturity and instability. Somebody that maybe you thought that you could lean on, thought that you could count on, and it turns out that no. And you're going to be standing on your own 2 feet dealing with something, watching something, having to deal with the fallout maybe, and it wasn't even your doing. The other cards, I pulled 2 more for you. The next one, see things get better here. All right? With the 3 of Pentacles. And the last card that I pulled for you, I pulled 3 altogether just because I felt to. You got the 9 of Pentacles, and that's about gratitude. The things look a little rough right here, a little unbalanced, a little unsteady. All right? Don't get involved with other people's problems that are not your fight. Stand back, get busy, do the avoidance thing if you have to with somebody that might be looking to pull you in. Do what you can to remain on the outside of other people's things and problems, or they become yours and you get caught in the middle. That's what could be coming to you, all right? Good for you. You stay away from as much as possible. But here we've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is a card about recognition. It's a very, very, very good card. Hold on, I'm going to get the generic side here with the 3. It's pretty good. I like 3s. 3s throughout the world, the number 3. A grouping of 3. They're all held in very, very, very high regard. It's a magical number. It's a holy number. It's a powerful, powerful, powerful number. It's time for acknowledgement for you because of the work that you do. Whatever it is that you do, it's receiving positive tension. It's putting up positive energies. Whether you're doing something like such as maybe making a speech, you could be organizing an event or demonstrating your skills to others. Your success is probably going to be more public rather than private. It could show you whatever it is you do is being witnessed by other people. That could be anything from being a caregiver in somebody's home and maybe other family members saying, damn, she's good at that. Gee, she's good at what she does. It could be a teaching aspect as well, where you're doing things and it's public. It's not one-on-one. Maybe something you thought would be one-on-one turns out to be no, it's one, and whoever happens to be there to witness this. On the home front, this 3 can show that now is the time for you to make your home presentable so you can either sell it or renovate or even redecorate. Whatever you do now, be sure you make sure and you can take pride in it. Whatever it is you do, make sure your pride is involved. Be very proud of your work. And whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to have a lasting effect for some. The advice, show off your work and be proud of your achievements because further success is in the cards for you. Keywords, reputation, learning, skill, performance, reward, security, and a sense of completion here for you. The 3 is all about high activity as well. And it shows your life isn't just going humming along with a balance and blah, 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 blah. Everything's okay. Nothing's bad. Nothing's exceptional, but nothing, this kind of a thing. But with the 3, it shows more people, more activity. I call it pops of color happening in your life all over the place. And it keeps things very interesting. It doesn't make for dull anything. So also with the Pentacles, it represents creativity. It represents money as well as creativity. More pops of color in that area as well. The last card that I pulled is really nice. Another suit of Pentacles again. It is the 9. And the 9s within tarot represent things that are intense. It's intense. It's intensity. It's over the top. Things to get excited about. Let's see here. Hold on. So, the 9, yes. What did I do? I didn't even get there. I like the 9s because the intense pressure that seems to come with them, and the intensity is intensity, but it just changes the dynamic so much in a situation where that's just the 6 of Pentacles, bringing harmony and all kinds of nice stuff, but this is the 9. Whatever comes in, it's going to have your attention. It's intense. It's something big. Now is the time to treat yourself to some leisure and some luxury while you're at it. Not just taking a little break, but leisure and luxury, they can cover some big things. That's intense. Furnishing your home, tending your garden, indulging in your favorite pursuits, or you're otherwise spending on yourself. Because you're going to be feeling a little more than normal. You're going to be feeling rich in both time and money as well. You'll be better. It'll be a little better than what things have been recently. You're going to notice it. And you're going to absorb it just for you. You say, I've worked hard. I'm going to pay myself here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to vacation. I'm going to buy whatever turns my fancy. Kind of a very light, a very airy, a very free feeling. If only for a little while, you want to take it for what it's worth and take it while it's going. And that's what you need to do. The card also shows you love your home life. So as I said, you could be redecorating. That's one thing you may do. You may redecorate. You may paint. You may get some new touches within the home to make your space more welcoming, more warm, and more comfortable. For yourself, yes, but for other people. You'll end up inviting some friends over. And on the sideline, a little insignificant thing, if you bake, now it's time to do some baking and then invite your friends over to your new digs, you might call them. The advice, devote your time and your money to interest and into your home. That's what you do. This is where you're feeding you and nourishing you and taking care of you for a change. This is a good thing. You can become the center of your own world and appreciate all the good things in your life just now. Take a moment to say, what is great in my life right now? And you look at it that way. And boys, you'll see that your cup of life isn't just half full, it's overflowing. And it continues to overflow. It never goes empty. It never goes down to half. Keywords are luxury and leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, and generosity. All right, so there we go. There you go. I feel compelled to pull more than one, and I do. I don't always. I don't do that on my own ego. It's not my bright idea kind of a thing. So there is going to be more prosperity. And you're to absorb that into yourself. You've got to feed you first before you can feed anybody else. You need to feed you first. You come first. It's going to make you a much better person. It's going to make you more wanted and loved by the people that are around you. It's just going to make things better all the way around. Why? This is your life. Where does it begin? It begins within you. Feed the inside of you. Be a little luxurious. Don't worry about it. If you're in a position to do that, then do so. There's the big thing. That's what you need to know. So, some good stuff coming your way. You're very lucky. I'm envious. I could have used some good stuff today. Believe you me, I could have used some good stuff today. And I look at the good things. My tea's good tonight. Very, very good tonight. I'm very happy about that. Very happy. I'm living like a rich woman, smoking real store-bought cigarettes. I gotta realize, hey, I usually have the tubes, the machine, the tobacco, and I roll my own so that they almost look as good as this. So sometimes I like them and prefer them better, actually. I just don't like the way they look. Here's the thing, you know. Um, Claudine Cienci, thank you very much for your beautiful, generous donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, Sweet Tradings Company. Do you have a question? Sweet Tradings, there she goes. Yes, Sweet Tradings, I just seen your donation. Thank you so, so much. It's beautiful. Thank you. Yes, go check your lottery tickets. I don't have any luck with stuff like that. I have had people I know that have won the lotteries. So my grandmother won one. She won 25,000. But a childhood friend growing up, he won 10 point something million. And any tarot reader would have loved to have read for him before that happened. He lost his job. He was a pretty straight-laced guy, clean-cut, straight-laced, not one to cause problems or break the law, but he got in trouble. He lost his job. He lost his driver's license. He was 3 months behind on his mortgage payments on his home, and he had 5 children, raising them alone. He was on the verge of being homeless with 5 kids, put it that way. And nothing was going right. Nothing. Things couldn't be worse as far as he was concerned. Damned if he didn't win. Over $10 million. He won the big prize off one of our lottos here in Canada. And he's been living the life of fancy, and ever since. It happens for some people. Some people, they're facing the walls, their own backs pushed up against the wall. There's no wiggle room in life anymore. And they're walking around in fear every moment of every day, expecting the worst to happen. And lo and behold, something absolutely fantastic happened. He bought it. He saved his house. He paid for it, bought it outright, built another place too. So, okay, Sweet's question. What is my employer's intentions or plans for me? Let's see how that's going to turn out. Let's see what we can come up with. This is for Sweet Trades. Sweet Trading. This is for Sweet Trading. And she's asking, what are her employer's intentions or plans for her? What has her employer got in mind for her? What are the plans? What's her employer thinking? What plans does he have for Star Trading? Sweets Trading. Sorry. Sweets Trading. Come on, baby. What has Sweet Trading's boss, does he have plans for her as far as the business goes or job goes? What's on his agenda? Another roll through. I'm going to cut the deck. Nice card. The King of Pentacles. And the whole prompt on this card is trust. It's a very good card. There's nothing negative about this card at all, Sweets. Let me get out the generic side and we'll see what comes through in the meantime as well. But we're getting a lot of pentacles tonight. That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Beautiful. So with the King of Pentacles here, the King reveals a man who is ambitious and trustworthy and very protective. And when he commits to a project or relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a very strong hands-on attitude. If the card is resonating with you, he's representing generosity and love. What you gain, you will share with people who are important to you. The advice: protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings to you. And your keywords are money, protection, power, loyal, stability, leadership, and commitment. Now, if this describes your boss at all, you got it made in the shade. You're very lucky. The first thing I heard when I picked it up was you can trust your boss to do the right thing. You can trust your employer to do the right thing. You can trust your employer to go out of his way so that you don't end up on the leaner end of the stick. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep on with what you guys are doing without, let's say, letting you go. He's not going to just off the spur of the moment. He's not going to just lay you off. He's not. He's going to do what he can do to avoid such things as that. Okay. He may be scrounging up, looking, digging for more work for you to do, to keep you busy, to keep you on. He may go out of his way to keep you on. If there's any room for growth, you're going to see it. You're going to be made aware of it. You're going to know about it as well. All right. So it can go either way. It depends on what the business is that you're working for. It can either get smaller, be reduced because of the COVID and the pandemics, and we're going through the second wave now, or this could be something that's doing just fine and unaffected by it all. And if it is, if your employer could, chances are you'd be promoted. Let me ask Lilith. I'm going to find out. Hold on. I'm going to ask her. Still within the parameters of Sweets trading her card in question. And she's asking, what does her employer have in store for her? What does her employer have in store for her? What's going on with her employer? I'm thinking she's going to do better than worse. That she'll be okay to do. You may give her more it could be a she employer, could give her more responsibility. Is there a possibility that she could get a bit of a promotion here with a raise in pay? Is her employer loyal and devoted to their employees? So she could be looking at kind of an upgrade in her job, receiving a more pay per hour, a little more job security as well. Is she going to be happy with whatever her employer has in store for her? And the answer to that is yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's what we're seeing here. That's what's being shown. Good things. Nothing bad, nothing negative here. Good things. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sweets. That's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. You can exhale now. You can exhale and let that pressure, if there was any pressure and you were wondering, oh, is it wishful thinking? Or they really are. They're very giving. They're very loyal. They're very devoted, and they're dedicated. So, hello, Noberto. A sigh of relief, Sweets, I bet. Oh my God. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? That's beautiful. You just made my day. You made my day. You really did. I love that. I love that. I love it. He is a good card. Don't forget him. Okay. If you want to know more generic meaning, you can Google. You can Google this King of Pentacles, and you'll get all the other stuff in between. Other cards add some things, they take some things away, but it give you a wider view. But it's all going to be something good. All of it will be something good. So, but yes, a new boss. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a big deal. Within a company, that's a big deal. I'm also getting the feeling he's out to impress. The new employer is out to impress. and wants to be liked by everybody and wants to like everybody. That's what he's looking for common ground as well. Your work you'll be recognized. You'll be recognized for what it is that you do. Things are going to get better for you. So it's quite interesting. It really is. It's a whole different switch. Most people are terrified of changes like that. You know what I'm saying? They really are. They're just scared half to death, you might say. My email always works. I've never had problems, but I am tonight. Don't know why. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sweets. It was a pleasure. And hope to see you back again down the road. I hope you do really well. Come back and tell us how well you're doing. If nothing else, because I just feel like you're going to be given a different responsibility on the job, something new for you. And it's going to keep things interesting. You won't get bored with the work. And it'll be a higher rate of pay as well. So you're going to love your boss. Don't know what everybody else is going to think, but you're going to love your boss. I think it's fantastic. Truly. It's just wonderful. So there's raining again. Not just dripping, we've got rain now. So that's okay. Thank you again. Thank you very much, sweets. Thank you, thank you. It's all good. There, finally my email's working. That was weird. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Ain't that something now? Only been here 2 hours. It feels much longer than that, but good readings. Good readings so far. I like a night with good readings. Or interesting readings, this sort of a thing, right? Nothing boring, mind you. Nothing boring. I think anybody that's working today, if they're given a surge of hope on the job, of actually climbing up within the company, doing better, because the common thing among people these days is the opposite of that, having hours cut back, being laid off, and that's all going to start for quite a few people all over again. Some of them probably just go back to work, just like some of the kids are just back to school. With the COVID traveling the way it is, I'm afraid to look at the numbers in the morning, and I'm not one of these people. I don't do that every day. I don't check the COVID numbers every day. I just know that in Atlantic Canada, we were probably the safest place to be in all of North America. because Canada is part of America too. We're North America. But that goes for the U.S., right? And into Canada, Atlantic Canada, my neck of the woods was the safest place to be from COVID. Our numbers were few. So lighting is everything to me, sweets. Lighting is everything to me. I'm a big proponent of lighting. I might get some extra little, because this is new for me, this lantern. And it's got the sweetest little mini lights in it. And the camera doesn't do it any justice. But I love it. I love it. You know, this little lantern. You can hang it or set it on something. But I think it should have another little set of lights in there. I don't know if I could do that myself or not, but I'd like to see a few more lights on the inside. But I love stuff. I only paid $4 for this at a dollar store. And I enjoy it a lot. I love mini lights as well. I've got them on my deck and stuff like that as well. Because the days of sitting on the deck and doing, now that the raccoons are back too. He's been up here 5 times tonight already. In the yard all afternoon. They're supposed to be night creatures, and not the raccoons this year. They've all been out in the daytime. This sort of a thing. So, but hello, Nita. How are you? Yeah, I think so too, sweets. One more little strand inside. If I could get them, I would do that. If I could manage to pry it open and jury rig it a little bit so there's a few more lights in it. So, one moment, Nita. You're saying you've got a question. Okay, let's see here. Let me refresh. Everything's a little slow here tonight for some reason. Nope, I think that's you right there. There it is. I do see your donation. Nita, thank you so much. Very, very generous. Thank you so much. I'm just going to, there's your question. Okay, Nita. Nita says, so I confronted my husband, Doug, if he was ready to come back home and to work on our relationship. He said he was not ready yet. I decided no contact for now. Will he change his mind? Well, Nita, oh, you poor dear. Oh, you poor dear. This is for Nita, one of the regulars. And she has a very serious question. She's confronted her husband and asked if he was ready to come home and to work out their relationship and work on it to improve. He said he wasn't ready yet. So I decided no contact for now then. Don't blame ya. Is he going to change his mind about coming back? Is Doug going to return to Nita so they can work on their relationship? He's being stubborn. Told her he's not ready to come back yet. We don't want to listen to that. We want to know in the big picture. Is Doug going to return to Nita? And will they be working on their relationship to improve it and keep it together? Yeah, maybe he needs to miss you to realize just what he has in you. No contact, that could stir those feelings up. Although with him, it might come out as frustration and anger at first that he had a hard time pinning you down or getting a hold of you or talking to you. But it'll also be an awakening moment for him as well, self-awareness. I must feel something here deeper than what I expect because this is bothering me. If I didn't care, it wouldn't bother me. If I didn't care, it'd go yahoo. Couldn't get a hold of her. I'm just going on with my day, my life, whatever. You know, but if he gets upset that he couldn't get a hold of you, that says a lot. He cares enough to be upset, right? He cares enough to be upset. Is Doug going to return to Nita and their life so they can work on their relationship? Will he be returning to Nita? I'm going to cut right here, Nita. Okay, a bit of a bump there for you, Nita, in the beginning. It's one of my least favorite cards because of what he can represent. He doesn't always represent the bad side of men, but he's one guy that you need to avoid. If anybody comes into your life, I'm not feeling this as Doug. I'm feeling if somebody else, Nita, comes into your life, watch out for somebody else coming in trying to sweep you off your feet, especially if they think they see a weakness between you and Doug, an opening there. Be careful. This isn't Doug. I don't feel that it is, because this guy's trying to sweep you off your feet. He's trying to convince you of all these wonderful dreams and things that he has and plans that he has. In the beginning, you may become, excuse me, you may become infatuated with this guy because he's high in the charm department, big time. Very good looking guy. Most people melt in his presence that don't know him very well. They think, oh my God, oh, he's so gorgeous. Look at him. What a sweetheart. Other women are fawning and mooning over him. For some reason, there's a draw for him with you. You've got to be careful. And you do need to say to yourself, why me? There's other women that are fawning over him. Why me? Why is this guy got his designs on me? Maybe he sees and knows about what's happening between you and Doug, and he sees that he sees you in a weakened state because of it. Let down, a little heartbroken, a little sad. He'd move right in. He'll be your rescuer. He's the one that's going to make you feel better, make you feel happiness. But there's other things that he wants. He wants something from you. It's got nothing to do with love, nothing at all. He sees you as a financial opportunity for himself. That maybe you've got money that no one's supposed to know about, that kind of a thing. That he feels that you do better than the average person. That's what he feels. Doesn't matter whether you do or not. That's what he feels. You've got to know about this guy. That's right. Be very careful of anybody, Nita, that's being too nice. You know what I'm saying? Too sweet, too nice, too good to be true. In this case, yeah, too good to be true is right. This guy's self-serving. He can charm the birds out of the trees, though. He can charm the birds out of the trees. He's got the gift of charm. And for those that don't have a lot going on in their life, that have never needed to be careful, this could be the one place where they trip up if they're not careful. But he's got his designs on you because he senses your weak heart and you're going through something. So he can move in and swoop you up off your feet, be your hero, and things that you just adore him to the point where you could never say no to him about anything. That's what he's trying to do. This is a romantic and an idealistic man, meaning that he believes in a perfect life, in perfect dreams, and perfect results, and perfect people. There's no such thing. Okay, he idealizes him and gives everything perfection that doesn't even exist, that isn't even there. He's very charming and magnetic, and he can tell a great story. But here's the thing, Nita, you got to watch for is the action. Is it all talk and no action? It's going to be all talk. He tells a great story. But will his ideas, his themes, or his love offer stand true? That's the question. He may not seek to deceive you, but he's not a realist, and you need to know that. He's more comfortable with fantasy than practicality. His words may be captivating, but in the real world, his words are meaningless. You cannot even trust him to be consistent. The advice: judge by action rather than words. Anybody can spout anything off verbally. Anybody can. Tell you exactly what you want to hear to make you feel better, to disillusion, to mislead. He may not think it's misleading, or disillusioning. He believes in his own idealism. He really does. You got to be careful. So you judge by his actions, not what he's saying, what's coming out of his mouth. It's going to be worth it to test this person's intentions before you go along with any of his foibles, as they call them, any of his ideas, any of his grand schemes. Just sit back and watch him in action. If you've got the luxury of time on your hands, you sit back and you watch him in action. And don't feed him anything. Do not feed him anything. Nothing. Be polite. That's all you need to do. And draw the line right there. Keywords are offers and dreams, illusion and imagination, fantasy, love, infatuation. But I want to ask Lilith if your Doug is coming back. Let's bring Lilith in on the deal here. And let's see what she's got to say for you, Nita. Okay? Here we go. This is still within the one card parameter of Nita's one card reading, and she's asking if her mate, Doug, is ever going to return back home to her so that they can work on their relationship. Is Doug going to return to Nita so that they'll be working on their relationship? That's a straight, flat out yes, straight through. How long is it going to be? How long is it going to be before they reconnect again and start working on their relationship? Could this happen within the next month, the next 4 weeks? Could Doug return to Nita within the next 4 weeks? Could that? No. All right. Longer? Yes. Within the next 8 weeks, so the next 2 months, will Doug be returning home? I'm hearing for Christmas, yes. He'll be home around, is that correct, Lilith? She's saying Christmas time. Christmas era. Are they going to work through their issues and their problems? Are they going to make peace and love? And she's saying yes. So the relationship is salvable then. Wonderful. Are they going to remain together for many, many, many years to come still? And will Nita be happy with this union? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, it all sounds really good, Nita, and it all looks really, really good. So he's going to be returning, but closer to Christmas time. He's not ready to come back yet. For some reason, he's not about to come back yet. All right? So you're going to feel abundant in love in any other way as well. Nita, I just pulled a couple extra cards right off the top because this could have come up as well. So that's a card of abundance, a very sensitive sense. She represents you. And the last card that I pulled for you is the Six of Wands, which is beautiful. This is the card of success. And when you get the sixes in your readings, they usually represent and they show things calming down comfortably in a sweet spot. Your life all around you settles back into what you consider normal, more balanced, more acceptable, just sweet all the way around. Eventually, you'll both get there. You'll get to that place. And when 2021 rolls around, you're going to have a fresh start. That's what I'm feeling for you. Yes, give it a little more time. By just saying, fine, you don't want to, that just would say to him, well, you don't care about me. You don't care if I come back or not. But the fact that you kind of cloistered him off, you just brought a wall down, slammed the door, fine, you're not ready to come back, you're not talking to him. That tells him he sees more than what you've done or what you've said. He's reading in between the lines, and he knows that you're upset. And if you're upset, that means that you love him and you still want him. That's what it means. And that's just it. As I said in the very beginning of your reading, that this could be a good thing. He needs an opportunity to miss you. So if you put your foot down and said, fine, when you're ready to come back, you talk to me, let me know, and then we'll talk. Until then, bye. Click. Let him miss you. Become a big absent void in his life that he's missing. After a while, it'll feel like he's missing his right arm. You know, he's coming back to you. Whatever it is, follow your intuition. Is all you need to do, Nita. Follow your intuition. You'll know what to do. You'll do the right things at the right time. But you are going to end up back together, and it's going to be better than ever before. You're more than welcome, Nita. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. Appreciate you being here. I wish summer would never end. If we had warm nights like this, oh, it would be like living in a tropical place. Most people don't realize what they have unless they lose it. And then they can see that, yeah, he needs just a little bit of time is what he does. He needs a little bit of time um, to basically to miss you, to have you gone, so he gets a taste of what life could be like without you in it, and it could feel completely foreign to him and off balance to him. My goodness, it's a quiet night. Could tell it was a Monday though. I don't like Mondays. I know that days of the week are irrelevant in the world that we live in for some of us because it's a man-made thing, of course. How long have you been at this? 2:24, 2 hours 24 minutes. 3 hours is my mark, and then I'll be saying sayonara. Men are funny like that, though. Let him have his way. I'll let him think he's having his way. Well, I do. I don't know why others don't, but I usually do. Yes, don't ask me if you're going to live or die. Don't ask me that because I'm not going to want to answer. So, but if you're looking to get involved, here's the information. Depends on where you are. There it is. If you read the title of the stream, it's self-explanatory how things work. Surface still up here too. getting faster. We're supposed to have 100 millimeters of rain, but at this rate, you make a donation, Captain Roz. Make a donation. And they come in many different forms. They come in many amounts, you might say. Usually $5 and up. I've gotten $50 donations. I've gotten $80 donations. I've got $140 donation for one card. It depends. So it depends. Whatever you feel. It's how important it is to you, what you can afford, what you feel compelled. Use your intuition. What do you feel it's worth? The most common amounts are 5, 10, and 20, though. That's what the most common are. But tonight already I got 2 huge donations. Huge. Massive donations. Huge. Very, very fortunate and I'm very lucky. Guess the universe is smiling down on me. You know, it'll help with my groceries tomorrow. I get pregnancy questions a lot too. Not a lot, but it happens. You know, there's some people I wonder about. I'd like to see them come back and say, Tara was right, you know, kind of thing. So, sure thing. Go ahead. $2 is fine. Thank you very much for that. People only do what they can do. All right? I'm not greedy. I'm not a bitch about this. When I get insulted is when people give me 50 cents, 15 cents, 17, 12. I've gotten donations like that, and I look and I just shake my head. You know, it's the same old, same old. You get out of life what you put into life. So that's why when I get the huge donations, and I feel moved and I ask, is it okay to pull more than one card? I'm asking. You don't hear that. And if I hear yes, pull more, then I will, you know, until it's time to stop. So if you're anywhere other than Canada, you use PayPal. You don't need a membership, Captain Ross, to use PayPal either. Not when you're sending money out. It's a one-time deal. That's all it is. So if you're within Canada, use the Canadian e-transfer system. But I don't think they'll let you send $2. There's a thing with the Canadian e-transfer system. Most banks have to be a minimum of $10. So that's not my rule, you know. So, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Very welcome. And thank you very much too, sweets. I wish you the very best of the best. And what I get out of it too, what I get out of it is it does help to pay my internet bill. I'm not a shyster about that. My internet, I have second tier, which isn't the lowest, it's not the highest. There's 3 tiers. I'm in the middle. And my landline. I don't have a cell phone. No cell phone plan, no TV plan, just my landline phone and my internet. And it's $204 a month. So when I say that the price of internet is rising faster than a rising tide, it is, really. So it helps a lot with that. It doesn't get spent frivolously, put it that way. And sometimes I need new things to do with the readings. I need new this or new that. And that's where the money comes from that. I have a very small income. Money I worked for. In Canada, we have what they call CPP, Canada Pension Plan. And the very first job you have, there's always a small amount taken out with your taxes for CPP. It's for when you get older, should you fall sick or ill or any, it's before your old age pension. It's any time before that. And I'm not near old age pension at all yet. but I had what they call CPPD, Canadian Pension Plan Disability. So I'm legally disabled in my own ways within the CPP situation. And, you don't get rich off it. You don't live off it. It's very, very difficult. The basics, most people only get about $600 a month, and you're allowed to make extra. I think it's $5,000 or $6,000 extra a month before, maybe it's $10,000 before you have to report it. So, yeah, yeah. So when I get my little check every month, it goes for the important things: your utilities, keeping a roof over your head, that kind of thing. So in the wintertime, my power bill alone, it's over $300. $204 for my phone and my internet. You see, it doesn't take long, So, and then there's, I got to pay for the roof over my head on top of that. It takes just about everything. There's no money left over for anything else. But I always say, as long as my bills are paid and I've got food in my cupboard and in my fridge and the little things that I need to get through every month, then I'm happy and I don't ask for anything else. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should ask more of life, more of the universe. I don't know. I don't know. It is a lot. It is a lot. And I don't get full service here at all. I don't get full service because I'm rural. Everybody in my area complains. We all complain. How come we don't get full service? That's what we pay for. I shouldn't have a problem connecting to live stream, and most nights I do. This is the second night now that I haven't had to fight for an hour to get on. And that's extreme, So, how serious is your question, Captain Roz? Post your question and I'll let you know if I'll answer it or not, okay? Go ahead and post it. Sometimes we have to show a little grace. Anybody else that's sandy bagging off on the side, don't come in here and asking me to do a free reading for you. Sometimes we make exceptions. So it depends on Captain Roz's question. And sometimes we do it on the honor system. You can't pay today, maybe you can pay next week. Honor your commitment. Lymphoma. I'm just going to refresh. I know I've heard that many times before. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, it's cancer. Okay. All right. I'll see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Don't hold it against me, good or bad. All right? Don't hold it against me, good or bad. And you know what? Getting cancer these days is not a death sentence. It's not a card that gives you a death sentence. It doesn't narrow down your time in life. Once you know what your condition is, then you can start working on it to deal with it. There's no death certificate signed because of lymphoma. There are ways to treat it, and you may be okay with treatment if you do have it. We're going to find out. Captain Roz wants to know, If they haven't lymphoma, they're waiting for test results. He's afraid he may have cancer. Are you a he? Because Captain Ross sounds, sounds male to me anyway. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Captain Ross is asking. We're living under the fear of a positive test result for lymphoma. Getting a little humidity here. Cards are starting to get difficult to shuffle. Yes, there is. Well, isn't that good, sweet? That you're here and you can understand more than I can. But yeah, I noticed that there's different kinds. There's Hodgkin's. There's, I think, leukemia is one. There's a couple different ones. I'm going to cut right here, Captain Ross. I'm going to cut right here. You're a he. Good, okay. Well, well, well. Of all cards, don't ever underestimate the lower case, the lower cards. We've got the Four of Swords. But you know what the prompt on this card is, Captain Ross? Recovery. Recovery. This tells me whatever they find, you're going to recover from it. Bear with me while I get out the generic side of the card. Let's see. Swords family. It is the 4. There's a 2, there's a 3, there's the 4. Now is the time to take a break. This could be your choice, or it could be imposed upon you. But it shows you taking a bit of time away from work. Maybe even a relationship or a very stressful commitment that you've made. You need some time away. This quiet time is necessary. It's also an opportunity for you to look after yourself by getting rest and recuperation and by enjoying a more gentle pace of life, if even for a little while. The 4 also shows that some plans are going to go on hold. I'm starting to feel like you could get some positive results from your tests. This is how you go about taking care of yourself. The advice, you just need to accept that this is how things need to be just now. You are going to make progress in your life when the time is right. Your keywords are inaction, time away, taking over the relationship break, healing, peace, stillness, and getting the rest that you need. Bear with me. We're going to bring Lilith in on this. All right, just one moment. Just one moment. Whoops, sorry. I mean to bang that down, guys. Okay, Captain Ross, I'm going to ask Lilith, all right? So, here we go. This is for Captain Ross. He's had some tests taken through work as well on lymphoma, which is a form of cancer. Are Captain Ross's tests going to come back positive with lymphoma? Are his results going to be positive with lymphoma? And she's saying no. That's right. Is he going to be cancer free? Are his tests going to come back good in his favor? Okay. What I'm hearing for you here, Captain Ross, something else may show up on the test, not as serious as the lymphoma, all right? But something else that's going to require that you take a break from life. You need to rest. That's part of it, and whatever advice and prescriptions, anything they prescribe to you, you're to take seriously. because whatever they do find, rest and recuperation after treatment will be needed so that you're going to be okay. So you're sure there's no, that his tests are going to come out clean, put it that way, in his favor. The lymphoma tests, the cancer tests are going to come out in his favor. He's going to be cancer free, but there's something else there. Thank you very much. There you go, Captain Roz. I hope that comes out true for you. I really, really do. So, you know, that's a good thing. But like I say, Captain Roz, oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Captain. There could be something else that they're going to find, and you have to be treated for it. And in order for you to be successful at getting treated for it, you're going to need a break from work. Any heavy duty relationships you got going on, you'll have to lighten the load there. You need to have peace of mind. You need to be calm. You need to be positive. You need to look at the beauty of life and living. You need to take life at a bit of a gentle pace for a little while until you recover from what it is that you're going through. But as far as tarot and spirit are concerned, there's no positive results for Cancer. Aren't you lucky? You're very, very lucky. So there she goes. And yes, Spirit hears that very loud and very clear. That's very beautiful for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm happy to deliver that. Okay? And who just came in here? Sherry Trotta. Hi, Sherry. Welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And please read the title of the stream. It explains how things work in these mini readings. And there's two links. One is PayPal. No matter where you are on the planet, you can use PayPal. All right? Doesn't matter what country you're in, what corner of the world. If you're within Canada, you use my email. That's within the Canadian banking system. It's called an e-transfer. So that's how that works. I tell you, I'm glad I read for you, Captain Ross. Okay? I'm glad that I did. Because trying to pay something forward that's positive, especially for you. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, and yes, Spirit and Karma are smiling down on you. You do have a problem, but it's going to come out in the tests. Or they're going to say, okay, if it's not that, then let's test for this. Something will come back positive, but it's treatable. You'll be able to, as long as you do is everything you're supposed to do. Part of that is rest and relaxation. You need to learn to rest and only face and deal with the more gentle side of life for a little while is going to be a big help for you. So that's a beautiful thing, I think, anyway. Beautiful. And I don't know how it ended up opening up 2 pages here. It shouldn't happen that way, but there we are. There we go. Now, where'd you guys go again? You're in a different window for me. There we go, right there. So Captain's asking, do you have a very good connection with the spirits? Because I see it watching you sleep like a mother would watch her kid. Thanks so much for the reading. Well, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Captain Roz. And yes, I do have a good connection with spirit. I truly do. Yes, very much so. Okay, David, Susan, Tucker. Trying to remember. Trying to remember. Let me check here, Sherry. Let me check. PayPal keeps logging me out constantly. It's a constant ongoing thing. It's a pain. And it all feels very good. It felt right to do your reading, Captain Ross. It felt right. Okay, who is this? This must be you, Sherry, or I think it's Sherry. Yes, it is. Let me open it up, Sherry, to see if you left anything on your notes. If not, you can paste your question right in the chat. But let me check first. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Captain. Oh, my goodness. All right, Sherry, what's your question? We're going to move on to Sherry Trotta. I did get your donation. Thank you very much. What is your question, Sherry Trotta? You're lucky you get to see spirits in that way, Captain, though. My goodness. It makes me feel good. Wow, I'm very sorry about that, about your son. That's too bad. Am I talking to Susan? What should I focus on this year to build my self-worth? All right, well, we can try. Let's see, Sherry. All right, just a minute. This is for Sherry Trotta. And she's asking, what should I focus on this year to build my self-worth? What should I focus on to build my self-worth? What should I focus on to build my self-worth is the question from Sherry Trotta. We could get some guidance in this area for Sherry. If we could just get some guidance in this area for Sherry, it would be great. Be just great. Let me think about that, Captain. I'm thinking back. I'm trying to think back. I can't think of anything. I don't remember ever losing a friend in a car accident. I would remember something like that. I wouldn't have to dig my brain for it. That would be something that's always current with me. I'm truly trying to think. But I have to think about Sherry's reading here at the moment. She wants to know, what can she do to improve her self-worth? And that's sad that you don't already, Sherry. I have to add that. It's sad that you don't see your own your own self-worth. Everybody is worthful. Everybody that is born into the world counts. They all matter. We all matter. We all matter to the universe. Sherry wants more self-worth, feeling of confidence and worthiness. What is it she can do to attain this? Oh my. Sherry, aren't you the lucky one? You got one of the most, excuse me, one of the most desirable cards in the deck. When getting a reading, everybody wants this, and you got it. Look what you've got. This is beautiful. That's wonderful, Sherry. But look what you got. You got the Ace. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Hearts. The card, excuse me, the card of love. Love, understanding, warmth, tenderness. This is beautiful. Oh my God, excuse me. You need to leave yourself, here's what I'm getting for you right off, Sherry. You need to leave yourself more open to receiving love. Yes, to give it, but this is about you. So you can not only be in a position to extend and to give love to others, but you have to remember to leave yourself open to receive any love that's coming your way as well. That's terrible, Captain Ross. That's terrible. That is terrible. You could use a cleansing, that's for sure, if that's the truth in the case of you. But I'm on Sherry's reading here, so I've got to focus. She got the most beautiful card. Aces are about new beginnings. And maybe this is new beginnings in love for you, Sherry. The ace is what is going to bring you your heart's desire as you find fulfillment, and you will find that either through an artistic pursuit or even a new relationship. I'd like to see you go with the artistic pursuit before anything, so give that a try. That way it doesn't involve anybody else, and you don't bank all your cards on one person. That can almost be a recipe for disaster. If you put your faith and love 100% into somebody else, if they decide to turn their back and turn away, where does that leave you? Devastated. Look for your own self-confidence within artistic pursuits. You may create a baby as well. That's quote unquote baby. That is your project. This could be a new business. It could be writing a book. It could be planting a garden or decorating your home. This card, sometimes along with the Queen of the Ocean, sometimes reveals pregnancy and motherhood and joy. But if that doesn't apply for you, the Ace, while being a very positive card, can also bring emotions that feel very overwhelming. You hear the expression moved to tears. Moved to being speechless. The only thing that was alive and kicking were tears. Overwhelming joy, overwhelming love, overwhelming peace, overwhelming acceptance, especially of you, overwhelming acceptance of yourself. That's where your self-worth begins. Always. Any circumstances at any time. Your self-worth begins inside. We don't place our self-worth on other people. That leaves you open to be hurt and open to destruction and being destroyed emotionally. Don't ever do that. It's you. You need to look within yourself. You need to look inside yourself. It's vitally important that you do. And you will do it. That's where the tears will come. That's where the intensity will come from, the overwhelming feeling of love, acceptance, emotions. That is what you're going to experience. The advice, open your heart and trust. You need not be overwhelmed by emotion. Just be open to what is coming to you. Don't get in your own way. Don't create your own blocks. Don't do that. Leave yourself open. Have the trust and the innocence of a child. And you'll be surprised at what happens and what comes to you. Keywords are beginnings and passion. A lot of passion, creativity, fulfillment, overflow of emotions, and intensity. What a fantastic card for you, Sherry. Just a fantastic card. And I'll tell you what, Sherry, just to help things along a little more, I'll pull a mermaid for you, Oracle. Bear with me while I shuffle them up, and we'll see if the mermaids and the oracles have any more messages for you. I feel compelled to do this for you. So bear with me a moment while I do a shuffle. This is for Sherry Trotta, and she's asking about her own value of self-worth. Tarot has brought forth the messages that she needs to begin within herself. That's where the true self-worth is. That is a self-worth that makes sense, that counts the most. It's not other people. It's what's within yourself. You need to do some self-work here. Bring yourself up to par with everybody else. That's where it begins. I mean, to put all your self-worth in count because somebody, let's say somebody wanted to date you and it was somebody you thought was out of your league and you're like blown away. You're really impressed. Oh my God, they like me. They want to date me. And there you go. You go, well, maybe I'm not so bad after all, but you're basing it all on how if somebody else sees you, that's dangerous. You're a sitting duck, and that could blow at any time. But within yourself, never, never. It's the safest place to be. So, bear with me for a moment. Sherry, we got one more card to go. What does Sherry need to know? What can you bring to help her along? Energy field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health is the card. It's the first time I've pulled this card. Isn't that pretty? Well, happy birthday to you, Sherry. This is beautiful. Now I'm going to read you the meaning of the card. Card number 6, energy field adjustment. Makes sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me, and compared with your question, right? So, here we go. You listen to these words. It's time to cleanse and clear your aura immediately, without delay, addressing its imbalances and lovingly tending to its needs and giving it as much priority as your own physical body at this time. It's time to have an aura cleaning by someone who is trustworthy and reputable, and time to act on what you learn. Understand, Sherry, that there is a great cleansing available to you within nature and within your own energy field too. It's time for you to acknowledge too that you occasionally, sometimes frequently, see and feel and connect with people's auras yourself. The more you feel and acknowledge this to yourself, the more tuned in and aware you become. You are sensitive to others' auras as well at this time. Be sure to balance and cleanse yours, rather than focusing on the imbalances and disturbances you can sense in others' fields. Know too that you must be sensitive and ethical when you pick things up from another. No spontaneous readings unless spirit closely steps in. The mermaids will assist you with when and how to deliver any message that you are receiving prompting about. So it's telling you right off, you need to have your aura cleansed. And I don't know anything about that, so I can't help you there. But the cards are saying there are people that do that. So you'll have to take it from there. Your husband and you are reunited. That's beautiful. I'm glad, Sherry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. Isn't that wonderful for you to have a nice birthday? That's just friggin' fantastic. Just fantastic. Come on. Give me my list. Give me my list. Okay, Susan Tucker. I see you donated. Thank you very much. And I'm going to open up just to see. Okay, you didn't post your question in there. That's okay. So you go ahead, Susan Tucker. Okay, asking, Kim, can you tell me if my friend will beat the cancer that they're dealing with? Hello, Maria. Oh, how are you? Let's find out, Susan Tucker. If Susan Tucker's friend is dealing with cancer, are they going to beat the cancer that they're dealing with? Are they going to win this war? Are they going to win? war with Cancer. This is a friend of Susan's asking about her friend. Her friend has cancer. She's fighting the demon. Is she going to win? Is she going to recover? Is Susan Tucker's friend going to be okay? She has cancer. If you could bring forth some insight and some information, will be great. This is beautiful. I'm happy for you that you're asking. It shows that you are not a self-centered person. You're not selfish. You're not greedy. You're not self-involved. You're thinking of somebody else in a very serious situation. Somebody else, you're asking about their well-being. And that's very giving of you. That's very big of you. It shows what kind of spirit you are within. You're welcome. You're welcome, Susan. Let's see what we got. Is Susan's friend going to beat Cancer? Is she going to win this war? Please bring forth some enlightenment and some insight. And I'm going to cut right here, Susan. The Knight of Wands and activity. The wands are cards, what I like to refer to them as cards of real life. You've got life here, just regular life, and income the fire signs, right? Whew, brings it way up to here in a positive way. I got a good feeling about your friend, all right? A real good feeling. Knight of Wands. Let me look this up. It shouldn't take me long. I know where wands are. This is a card about pure activity. Okay, here's the meaning. Generic. There's no more waiting around when this night arrives, because every aspect of life receives a sudden energy boost. For you, Susan, you can expect a download of emails, messages, calls, decisions, offers, and opportunities. And you can now make progress professionally at home and in relationships. Personal projects benefit from the dynamic influence too. An additional meaning of the card is travel. It could be even moving house. You're going to find that if you are, you're going to be able to move very easily and very quickly. Advice: choose which people, situations, or projects will benefit most from your efforts and attention. Stay grounded, and you're going to make great steps towards success. I got a critter on my deck. Keywords: energy, movement, passion, focus, balance, communication, and relationships being highlighted here. Hold on one moment. I'm going to ask Lilith for you, Susan. All right, we're going to tap in with Lilith. Boys, you open up for one health question, and they start rolling through the door. Here we go. Esophagus. Okay. Susan's friend has cancer of the esophagus, and she wants to know if he is going to recover from his esophagus cancer. Is Susan's friend going to recover from cancer of his esophagus? Is he going to recover and go back to living life again and living a full life and being comfortable and having hopes for the near future and the future beyond? And she's saying yes. Yes. Very much so. He's going to be fine. He's going to recover. Could we get real bold and brazen here and ask Spirit, guides, how soon is he going to be given a clean bill of health where they're going to say you're going to be okay? Will he hear that within the next 6-month period? Will he be given the confirmation of recovery from cancer of his esophagus within the next 6 months? Clean bill of health. Could it be sooner than that? Could it be sooner than 6 months? Here it comes. No sooner than just 6 months. Definitely. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay, Susan. The answer is he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. He'll get a clean bill of health between now and the next 6 months. So I hope you're happy with that. I hope that you're happy with that. There you go. He's strong. That helps even more. He's got you standing behind him. You have gifts as well. It's time to implement them into his healing. You can't hurt him any. You'll never hurt him. If anything, you're going to be an aid and a help to him. Isn't that wonderful? It really is something wonderful. Thank you so much for your donation and your time. Happy to have brought you some good information and good news. You can come back and you can let us know down the road just how you did, how he made out. I love the backstories. I like to receive the backstories on questions people ask, and a lot of times they do come back. Doesn't matter what their question or what their answer was, they come back and they confirm. And it's always to the positive. So I don't think I've ever recalled anybody coming back saying, well, I asked you this question a month or two ago and it didn't come out at all. You were wrong. Tarot was wrong. It's never happened. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. We like to know that people have made it, out of the hole that they found themselves crammed into. The beautiful thing about life is that life is continually changing at all times, which is beautiful. That in itself is just beautiful. So we're almost ready to wrap it up here tonight because we're over the 3-hour mark right now. Kind of glad there's no moderators in tonight because I'm not holding them up. I'm pretty strict about the 3-hour thing when I have a moderator in here. They probably weren't expecting this on a Monday. Isn't that something, Susan? I'm sorry that he never paid you back. I'm really sorry about that. I don't like to be right about things like that. None of us do, I don't think. And it's not me. I never take personal credit. It's the spirit above. It is the universe. It is the guides as well. So, and all the thanks goes up to the universe. All the thanks goes up to the universe for giving you an accurate reading. Hopefully that'll pan out and it'll fix itself down the road. I hope so. For your case, in your situation, truly, so we're just about ready to wrap it up tonight, I think. So we got 9 people in the group. Anybody wants reading, you got to get it in fast. So quarter to midnight here. 11:43. Almost midnight. It's almost Tuesday. Thank God we all survived Monday. I'm glad I did. That's the thing about a mother's love. You don't have to like him, but you'll always love him. That's the way it works with children. You may not like parts of their personality or how they deal with things or their attitude about certain things. We may not like and accept and deny and reject, but at the very core, they're always our babies. That's what we love. What's at the core of them? Good. That's good, Susan. You've got a good, healthy attitude. You really do. That's wonderful. Especially when it comes to our children, life can be painful, especially when it comes to our children. It's the way things happen, I guess. The way they work out. But if somebody doesn't stand their ground to what's true, right, straight, honorable, committed, loyal, somebody's going to take that position, you know. So, and being mothers, usually it's the mother. Usually. I have 3 children as well, 3 sons. They're all young men now. They're all young men. Still all under 40. You know, I didn't have my first child till I was 24. So, and I have no grandchildren. Not a single one. I hope I get to meet one before my time gets called. It is life. You're very welcome, Susan, and I agree. It is life. Yes, sir. You know, so, mm-mm. Yeah, we're over the 3-hour mark. I think we're going to call it the night because it doesn't look like anybody else has questions for this evening, and I'm fine with that. That's okay. I've got to get off. I've got to take my. I'm diabetic. I have to have a needle. I have to have that very soon. It's coming up to midnight. I usually have it. And then I have to have a little piece of toast or something like that. So when I go to bed, I don't go hypo. And I've got to get rested up for tomorrow. Um, Going into the city is a big thing for me. I don't go very often. And I find it's hard if you're an empath and you go from seclusion, like where I live right now, into boom, full city. One of the hugest grocery stores is my go-to, and I've been going there since my kids were little. They grew up going to that grocery store. It's a superstore. And there's so many people, and you're picking up on people's. You see someone's face, and you see something. You see their humanity, and when you do that a couple of hundred times or more, by the time I come home, I'm tired. I'm drained. I'm worn out. So it's nice. I get to spend a couple hours with my oldest son. I just love going out with him. He's a blast and a half. I love it. Enjoy every minute of it. I hate to see him leave after he brings me home. But we make the most of it, and it's a nice day. So no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have Cash App. No. I'm going to be doing the monthly readings for October very soon in the next couple days. I'm going to be getting those out as well. I don't think I'll do any tomorrow. That's going to be a day off for me before I start the marathon of the 12 readings for all of the signs. So tomorrow will be a good thing. I'll wear myself out from just going to get groceries and making a couple pit stops in between and coming back home. And then the work of putting everything away, and there's going to be more housework and things I didn't get done today will get done. It's going to be a busy day. Maybe tomorrow evening I'll just kind of kick back and watch the Osbournes and see what Ozzy's up to and the rest of the family. They're old programs, but I love them. But no, I don't have Cash App. You don't have to download PayPal in order to use PayPal. You just go to PayPal, you click the link that I put, and I'll put it one more time. Then I'm going to say goodnight if something doesn't happen really, really quick. You just go to PayPal. You don't need to be a member to send money. Make donations. Donations are sending money. You don't need to be a member. It's a one-time application, and that's it for you. If you're looking to receive money from other people, then you need to be a member. And it works, doesn't matter what part of the world you're in as well. So there's the link right there for PayPal. You just click on that and you go in. I'll give you a few minutes, but that's all I'm going to give you because if it doesn't come through, then I'm knocking off for the night. I'm well over the 3-hour mark. I am at, where am I? I'm at 3 hours and 15 minutes now, so it's time for me to call it a night. It's been a long evening. For some reason, it's felt kind of long, so. I say everybody should embrace the last few days of September, because we're going to get into October. In October, things can get pretty wet around here and very chilly and cold, and not looking forward to that. But after this rain passes over, probably on Friday maybe, our temperatures are going to soar again. So we're very, very lucky. We're getting like a little taste of summer. The last dregs of it, you might say. So it is a long night. It's been a long night for sure. When it's super busy, you don't notice that so much. And there are times I like to be busy, you know. And sometimes it's nice to have a slower pace too. So, you know. Okay, I think we're done for the night, everybody. I don't think there's anybody else looking to get a reading. I think this is going to be it for the night. So, thank you all, everybody, for showing up and spending some time with us tonight. Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Um, some very heavy questions here tonight, very serious questions as well. And it was just nice to see most of you here tonight. It was really, really, really nice to see you. Thank you very much, Susan. Same to you. So, all I want to say to you all is to always keep your integrity forefront and center. Pretend it's got handlebars like a motorcycle and hold on tight. If you hold on tight to your integrity, you won't stray off the path of your spirituality. It'll keep you in line. And that's something for you to think about. Remember, universe knows you inside out. It knows every atom and every molecule, every thought, every feeling, every emotion. Watch your thoughts. Make sure that you're kind, and anything you put out to the world is coming from a place of good intentions. If not, you need to scratch it and try again. All right? And to say you're living underneath the microscope of the universe, so watch what you think, watch what you feel, watch what you say, watch what you do. Because then karma steps in. It shall even the score here one way or the other. It's the good for the not so good, but she puts the balance back into things. That's what she's all about. I'd also like to say, please, to all of you, keep your peace in. Feed yourself first. That way you're more of a benefit and a help to the rest of the world. Keep that light in, keep it going, so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. And I don't think I have to tell you how badly that's needed from every one of us now, is to share the love and the light and the warmth of the universe and life itself, to show someone in the dark a little bit of light, that there's still light waiting for them out there, and for them to gravitate towards the light rather than folding back into the dark. Try to pull out people into the light if you're able to do so. Thank you very much, everybody, once again. Coming to you from Chance Harbor, New Brunswick in Canada. This is Natalie signing off, and I hope to see you back here for the monthlies. If that's at all possible, please join us for the monthlies. We'll see what October is going to hold in place. For now, I'm tired. It's time for me to go Betty Buys. Big day tomorrow. Thank you all very much, and much, much love from the universe.